algebra. The next couple days we're going to be talking about algebra stuff, and that'll end our Unit 5. I don't want you to be scared of algebra. We talked about algebra before earlier this year, and I told you don't be scared of it. It's a fancy word. Alright, there is some definitions we need to talk about on algebra, some vocab, but of course we don't have vocab tests, do we? You'll have your vocab test when you get to the 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, see if you know those words. So the first word is algebra expression. Algebra expression. We've already talked about the word expression. I just put the word algebra with it. It's a math sentence. A math sentence. Now, we have English sentences. What do I mean by a math sentence?
Like a number with like a addition or subtraction or multiplication.
Okay, uses numbers and
Operations.
operations. And what do we mean by operations? That's the right? Operations is the plus, the minus, the divide, the square root, the cube root, the other stuff. Squaring. That's what we mean by operations. Okay? Uses numbers and operations, and somebody said the S word. Symbols. And variables. Variables. And variables. Uh-oh. What's a variable?
It's a factor.
Nope. I like the word factor though, but that's math, but not what it is.
It's something that can change.
Letters. Out. English letters that rep numbers. What does rep mean?
Represent.
Represent. Very good. Letters that represent numbers. We've had them before already. We've had X, blah, 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 right? And we found out what X was. It happened to be in a proportion, didn't it? Y'all remember doing those? Don't write this, but do you remember? Remember that? That was a variable. It represents a missing number. Alrighty? And we found out what the X was, and I remember our answer. We put it like this. Remember I said put it like an algebra thing? Oh, baby, here it comes back. We did it with proportions. So that's what we're talking about. Letters that represent numbers are variables. An expression does not have an sign. An expression, I told you not to write that. Here, let me have. An expression does not have an equal sign in it. So, it will look something like this. That is a algebra expression. Notice, it has numbers. It has a plus sign, which is an operation, and it has a variable. So it's an expression. There's no equal sign. It doesn't equal anything. It's just a mathematical sentence that has numbers, operations, and variable in it. What is hard? Vocab. Algebra equation. Those are not little bitty 11s.
Dittos.
Those are dittos. Those are dittos, meaning
Same thing.
an algebra equation has all the stuff that an algebra expression has. But it has an equal sign in it. Because what's the root word of equation? E-Q-U-A. The only thing missing is the
L.
L. Equation has an equal sign in it because the root word is equal. So it will look like this. It'll have an equal sign and another number in it. That is the difference in the two things. Bless you, Mel. So can you tell the difference between an expression and an equation?
Yes.
The key thing is the equa. Equa. If we're talking about an equa, we're looking for something with a equal sign in it. Oh, this is hard stuff, isn't it? Very hard stuff. All right. Words that represent, words that math express and equa. First one is that right there. What is the word for that? Plus, add, addition, ooh, sometimes total. When you want to total something up, what do you usually do? Add.
More than. I know that's
Not more than.
Small. Adding.
I already got add and addition, so that's pretty good. Some.
More.
Oh, not more than, but
More.
more without the than. More without the than.
Whole. No. Bigger. Two. No.
And more inside.
All together.
and do so.
Increasing.
There you go. If you increase something by something else, what are you doing? Adding to it. You're adding to it.
Multiply. 2, right?
No, we're plussing.
Yeah.
There you go. Hang on to that one. Sometimes that one, a number and another number. 6 and 5,
Equal.
11, right? Right? Okay, so and sometimes works as a plus word. Okay, let's do the next one here. I didn't change the colors, did I? Now that's not a fraction bar. In the context we got going here, this is our, no shake and bake, girlfriend now. Somebody said minus. Subtra. I'm going to abbreviate. Is that okay, subtra?
Decrease.
Oh, decrease.
Take away.
Well, hang on. I got to get decrease in there. I spelled it wrong.
More than.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Not more than.
Ah.
Let's listen.
It's more than. No, less.
Wait. No, don't tell him. You're interrupting the class. Who said something after decrease?
More than.
Nope.
I said
Less
it.
than.
Nope.
Take away.
Wouldn't it? Just
There you go. Thank you. Somebody said something. Now,
be the more than.
wait.
If you said
Wait.
Less.
Less. Okay. Now, how are y'all going to use the word more now?
you can say like
How much more is there?
is 25 than 5. How much more? See,
Oh,
I said how much more.
how much more than?
subtraction.
Now, what about just the words more than? 6 more than 8. You see the tricky there? You see the trick there? Did you hear the trick? 8 more than 6 is what number? 14. But if we say, how much more is what? Y'all get the difference there?
Yes, sir.
Maybe we need to write that and be very careful with these. This, more, versus what?
How much more?
How much more? If you got how much with the word more, that actually is subtraction of. And that's how they try to fake you out on tests and stuff. Because when we see the word more, we want to add. Oh, but they put the word how much with it, and it turns it into, because I always think this, how much more is my fat than yours? Then I have to subtract my fat by, subtract your fat from mine to find how much more fat I got, right? So that's, ooh, be very careful with the word more, okay? Bless you. Any more for subtraction?
Wait, why adding, you put more again?
Oh, I did, didn't I? Good job, Nick. We
Oh,
already
I
had more.
You were gonna write.
I'm sorry. I forgot we already had it. Thank you very much for pointing out my mistake. I'll make them too. All right. You get the idea about subtracting. Now, what's the next one?
Multiply.
Yeah, let's do this one. That's not an X. Because remember, if I'm doing a variable X, I put a loop, I'm looping my stuff. Make it more cursive looking. But that right there is mult. Okay.
Times. I have one we can add.
Oh, somebody saying it.
Product.
I know. Someone whispered. Who whispered? Say it out loud, girlfriend. Product. Good job, girlfriend.
Factors.
Together.
Not factors.
Together.
Can we add all together?
Represent.
Double. Triple.
Okay. If you double or triple, that is multiplication by 2, multiplication by 3, quadruple, multiplication by 4. Anything like that is a multiplication, but it's a specific It's a specific multiplication. It's a multiplication by 2 and a multiplication by 3. But it does imply multiplying. All righty? All right.
Oh, now you got
Alrighty.
gain.
What? Divide.
Make no.
Quotient.
Quadricent.
Who was it over there? Julian, good job. Quotient. There you go.
Dividend.
Dividend and divisor. We're not going to see it in a sentence, though. Find the dividend, find the divisor. But that's a good one.
Split up in groups.
Split up in groups. That's not mathematical enough, okay? That's all right. It's a good try. Divide and quotient.
Into.
Split.
Into.
All right. We're just going to put those and call it good. So, if we see this sentence right here, or this statement, there we go, because it's really not a sentence. 4 increased by a number. And that, right? That's the key things in that statement, correct? Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Okay. 4
Plus
plus,
a number.
well, we don't know what that number is.
X. It's a variable.
Variable. We can put X, B, A, Y, Z, N, whatever we wanted to put. Now, I'm going to ask you, could you put this?
Yes.
I disagree with you.
No, you couldn't because the number
I
comes
disagree
first.
with you.
It didn't say numbers.
It does not say the number is increased by 4. It's saying you're starting with the number 4 and then putting stuff with it. Agree? We must be specific in what the statement says. Mathematically,
Go right ahead.
it's okay because we know stuff about the properties of addition. 4 plus 1 is the same as 1 plus 4. But from the English words that are given to us, Sam, this right here, we must write down specifically what it says. You must have the 4 before it gets increased by a number. So it goes first. So technically, this is incorrect. Mathematically it is, but technically it's wrong if we're trying to write a statement from English words. Okay? And we're going to be Pacific like that. Ocean. Pacific Ocean. Specific, man. All right, hang on. Let me get one. I know I always get students. Okay. What's the key words?
More than.
8, more than, and number. Now think. about this one first now. Does it say how much more?
No.
No. So this is implying what kind of math? Adding. Because it doesn't say how much more. Now, think about this. 8 more than a number. What do you have in your hand, the 8 or the number, first before you do stuff to it?
The number.
The number. In this case, the N goes first because of the way it reads. 8 more than a number. Because you got to have the number to put 8 more on it. Is everybody with me? You must. There's one that switches. The backside actually goes first when we write it mathematically. So be very careful. What you got, girl?
Would it be a proportion? Or no?
Okay. So we got to be careful on some of these, right? There's a couple other things we got to talk about. The word is in mathematics. The word is in mathematics. Very important. The word is means equals in mathematics. Is everybody with me? And that usually turns a expression statement into a
Algebra
equation statement. It will say something like,
Wait, but wouldn't that be an expression since it doesn't have an equal sign?
these are expressions. Oh, waka, waka, waka.
Is that supposed to be an expression?
Nope. You tell me what it's supposed to be.
It's supposed
We're
to
about to find out, aren't we?
No,
Okay. 16 more than a number. How are you going to write that?
It's n plus 16.
Just like this.
be 20.
Just like this. Which one goes first, the number or the 16?
Number.
Okay. So x, what does more than mean? Plus 16. The word is equals 20. Now we have an algebra equation instead of an algebra expression that does not have an equal sign. Everybody see the difference there?
The answer's full.
We're not going there.
Don't shake.
Right.
There was one more thing I need to tell you. And I've done forgot what it was. Gone brain dead. Which, that's okay. Sometimes I do that. But we'll just call that good then. Alright?